guys, I was listening to some of my videos. I really do need to maybe change up my introduction, but that seems to what always comes out. I was just kind of organizing today, and I really like this crochet, exact piece of crochet. I've used this in our pick a stitch a lot of times. Well, in the back it shows some of the motifs, and I did this one here, and you guys have never seen it, so I thought I'd show it to you. Matter of fact, I think this week's pick a stitch is out of that book. I used it instead of the crochet stitch dictionary. One's encyclopedia, one's a dictionary, but this is what I made. This is mine. If you guys are interested in seeing the tutorial for this, let me know. It really was easy after I got the hang of it. It kind of was difficult. I had to read it several times to understand what I was supposed to do, but when you follow the process, it turns out to be really pretty. So if you guys would like to see it, make a comment below. Let me know. There's some other ones in there I want to do, but today I'm going to do our hexagon. It's been a while. I need to catch up on doing more granny squares, because I was organizing the videos and going back and numbering them so I could keep up with how many I've done. I've made a playlist of all the hexagon tiles, and I made a list of the names, of course, and how many it was, like the first, second, third. That's all I did. So last week we did a kind of intermediate one, and I said we'd go back and do maybe something from the front of the book. So this is a lattice wheel, and we are going to just do two colors, and we're going to use this kind of a pumpkin and gold color. I think it would be pretty. This square only comes out to be 5 inches. Now I plan to put all these samples together, so I will probably repeat this row several more times to get my 7 inches later. I probably won't do it today, but I will do it later on. And this is how their sample of using in a blanket is. And that's what we're going to do today. So we are going to make the middle, this pumpkin, or that's what I'm calling it. This is out of a, if you've seen some of my videos, if I can find blankets at Goodwill that people have donated that are crocheted, and I can frog them, looks like I can frog them fairly easy, I get those. And the thing is, a lot of times you get some vintage ones where people have inherited them from, you know, their grandparents or parents, and it's not their style, which I understand that. My mom's style wasn't mine. She had a nice house, but when she became very ill with cancer, she asked me what I was keeping. I said, I love you, Mom, but I'll keep the old potato bin, and gave that to my daughter when she got married, and just a few pieces. And she understood that there was a difference in our likes. We didn't have the same likes, and if I can find them at Goodwill, I like to get them, and then I frog them, and then I make new projects, give them new life. And this is one of the colors, and it's really going to be, I'm going to do, and I might do that for my next granny square, I'm going to do a vintage daisy one that I've seen around. That is what I think I'm going to do with my colors. And I'm getting off track, I'm sorry, ADH brain. And what I'm doing is I'm making small ones and putting them aside. So these are not going to be the ones that are together, but I'm going to make like 4 of these and make one square. You know, that'll be different. And then I'll do 4 of the solids and make them into one square. And I'm going to kind of alternate them with the daisy one. So it's going to be a little bit of several types, and these are just me working up samples of that to kind of get an idea of how they would look. And those are just what I've made. I am keeping them. I will use them in a project. That's just another brown one. Okay, so let's get started. Now with these, I'm always tell you, if you want to do the magic ring, which I'm a fan of that when making squares or hexagons, go ahead and do that. I'm going to follow the pattern as it is. And one of the things I like to do is show you the pattern. When I was going back and organizing my videos, there are several videos in learning how to read patterns, because there's a lot of people that would like to and don't know how. We're going to use this. And so let's see what we're going to need. We're going to need a chain 4, which we slip stitch together. First row is going to be single crochets. We're going to chain 4, which is going to be count as our half double, and 1 chain. Then we're going to do that around, alternating the chains and half doubles. Then this is just going to be the half double of these, and then back to half doubles with 2, and then we're going to do alternate here on the corners, half double crochets, double crochets, half doubles, and single crochets, which is going to give the shape. So that's going to shape our tile into a hexagon. So that's what we're going to use. And if you want to go back and look at the my playlist, it should be Learn to Crochet, and I have several videos of how to do all those. So let's get started. Let me see if I can get a good place here. We're just going to chain our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to slip stitch that together. I am watching through the viewfinder so I can make sure I am getting you a good view. It's one of the problems I have in making the videos, is giving you guys a good view. So we slip stitch and we chain 1, and now we are going to put in 12 single crochets into the ring. We are not counting this one as a stitch, so we are going to make 12 single crochets. I'm going to take my tail with me. So we want to find the middle, and we'll do a few together, and then I'll go off camera and you guys can work your single crochets. It looks like I'm going to have to start it again. Okay, so go in the middle, make sure you get that, and single crochets, which is just go through, grab your yarn. You should have 2 loops, and just bring it together. Okay, so I have 4, 5. So I'm going to make the rest of mine, and we'll get together and we'll start row 2. Okay, so now we are just going to find that first stitch, and we're going to make a slip stitch. Whoop. All right, so we are ready for row 2, and what we're going to do is start with 4 chains. 1, 2, 3. That is considered our half double, and 1 chain for the space. And then in top of every single crochet, we're going to do a double crochet with a chain in between. So now we're going to go in this first one. Well, I just yarned over. I'm shedding like a puppy dog here, and a double crochet. We chain 1 and go in there top of our stitches here. Chain 1. We'll do one more together, and then we'll meet each other at the end. Just remember a chain in between, and then a double crochet. And we'll see you in just a little bit. Let's see, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to do our 12th one here. Don't forget your single crochet. And if you've followed my videos, you know this is the part I hate. I hate trying to go in the top of these stitches. There we go. That one's not too bad. This is a 4-weight yarn, worsted weight. Well, give it a little bit of stretch. There we go. Oh, well, you get to see the struggle. It's real. It's true to life. It happens. Let's puff that out a little bit. Get a good start. So now we are going to do row 3. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. We're going to chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3. That's our double crochet. We're going to chain 1. But this time we're going to go in the top of the double crochets. And this is our 1. So we're going to go right back in here, and we're going to do 2 double crochets in the same space. And then we're going to do a chain. We're going to step over here to our next top of our previous double crochet. We're going to do pretty much a V-stitch here. And that's what we're going to do all the way around. Don't forget your chain in between them, and another one between the V-stitches. So we have double crochet, chain, and a double crochet, but we want to do one more chain. Then we're going to start our next V. Then chain 1 in between, right back in to do our second one. Okay, so now just go ahead and go around, and we'll meet at the end of that. And then we have one more row using this color, and then we'll switch colors. Okay, so now we're just going to do that slip stitch here. We're going to make sure we do it in the 3rd chain. Sorry, I moved it so I could see better. Get back in here with you guys. All right, so that's where we're at here. Just make sure all the ones you have V stitches. I had to go back and do that because I caught we only did 1. So I'm just going back and checking. Okay, so this is similar to our second row, except for this time we're going to do 2 chains in between. So we are going to do, pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm looking at the book and trying to crochet. You have to kind of pay attention. So there's our double crochet, and then our 2 space chains. So now we are going to go to the top again to every double crochet we made. So then chain 2, and then double crochet, chain 2, or double crochet, chain 2. All right, so that's what we're going to do all the way through until of course the end. and then we'll be ready to change colors and do what I call the shaping row, because that's going to make it look like a hexagon. And I will see you guys when you finish this row, and we will start that together. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do my slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you guys have ever watched videos from this creator in Australia. She's not a crocheter. She's actually does cooking, debunks. I'm trying to think of what else. I'm just going to tie this off because it's just going to be a little bit easier to do that. And she was talking about YouTube, just in general. And she was talking about how she did a graph of showing how male YouTubers do a lot better with the YouTube algorithm. The AI situation that goes on a lot today. A lot of times it's the male YouTuber that gets promoted. And she was showing that a conference for YouTube, and it was showing how most of it was male dominated, which was interesting. And then the only female ones that seemed to be getting recognitions were ones that maybe AI didn't know were females, because either they it was like they showed a monkey or something like that, did a little cute video of a monkey or something like that. I thought it was interesting, and I'm wondering how that is for the crochet world, because even though it's, I don't know if it's mainly women, but I have seen where the male YouTubers have been very successful, and that's wonderful. I am not criticizing that. I think it's wonderful that they do, but also you can see that if YouTube, not them, but YouTube is promoting them more than women, it'd be interesting to see if that's true or not. So let's see where we're going to start. We're just going to start with our double crochet. It's going to be a corner. I don't know. It was just kind of curious of how, I wonder if, if that algorithm, AI, whatever that is, does that. I see a lot more women on my suggestions. So, but it also said that male YouTubers climb faster, or seem to, their channels grow faster. And it was also talking about shorts. She was showing how YouTube is really pushing people to do shorts. I try to do them. I know I was suggested to do more of those, and I do some, but I haven't quite, I guess, figured it out as well as I need to. But it was saying that she was asking questions from YouTube of how they were counted. How did they count the shorts? How long did they have to be? How many times did they have to watch it? And it brought out that it showed a YouTuber that he had, I don't know, like say 50,000 views, or it was a lot, and that he only made a little bit from the shorts. So I don't make any money with YouTube. I'm too small of a channel, which is fine. But it was kind of interesting to learn some of that stuff from YouTube, because I've just never have looked into it, and I don't know that much about it. I just doing something I enjoy, and if I made extra, of course I wouldn't complain about that. Who of us would? I'm excited because I am about 50 something away from being 500. Do I know what that means? Nope. I don't know what changes will mean for the channel, but it's exciting. I never thought I'd have that many subscribers, so I appreciate everybody. And again, that information is not from me. It's from what did I do here? Oh, there it is. That is from a YouTuber called Anne Reardon from Australia. She was just talking about that today. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop on you guys. I'm just double checking. We are not working in our double crochets here. So we're only going to work in our 2 space. Get back on this. So we've done a corner. So it's 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and in this space we are going to do 2 half doubles. Okay, so this is kind of our shaping row. When we get done, it will look like a hexagon. So there we go. But I wanted to make sure this is not my study. This was not my information. I just thought it was interesting watching her video. And I just like her because she does debunking. She was talking about how dangerous it is to make, if you're into cooking. She was talking about how dangerous it was to do that. They make that hard candy coating of fruit. And she said people were using the microwave to do it, and that was dangerous. So that's the type of video she does. But I was just watching some of her other ones, and she talked about how YouTube, she was trying to ask questions of YouTube, the changes that were happening. And so I thought it was interesting, and I just thought maybe you guys might think it was. Have you heard? I still have a lot to learn about YouTube. I know there's supposed to be something different once you get 500 subscribers, so I'm kind of excited to see what happens there. And I know that you'd have to have at least 400 watch hours to get monetized, and I am so far from that. And that's okay. If I make it one day to that, wonderful. I would love that, of course. And I just patiently, just keep on going. I'm hoping to just give you guys videos you enjoy. Learn to crochet a little bit. Oh, I have a question. What age do you start teaching kids to crochet? Now, I've given my granddaughter a big fat hook and some yarn, and she's kind of played around with it. But at what age for serious learning to crochet? I've seen people do it different ages. I think I was probably, I don't know, 7, 8. I don't really remember how old I was when I first was shown how to crochet. I want to play around with knitting again, because it has been forever. And I do have some neat hooks. I've got some old ones that I've found that I wouldn't mind using, and I have the metal ones. I don't know if you saw my haul, but I did find myself a double-sided crochet hook. I'm so excited. They're hard to find. I mean, I guess you could go to, this is the second side I'm talking about. So there's one side. Let me quit jabbering about that. I'm going to make a corner. So let's go over the corner again. So we're going to do a half double, get back on topic, chain 2, a half double. Remember, we're only working in our 2 chain spaces. We're not working inside those on the top of the double crochets. Okay, so our first chain 2 space, we're doing half doubles. Did I just call my corner half doubles? I'm sorry, I don't know why I do that. Double crochets in the corner. We're going to do a half double. Next space is just going to get 2 singles. It's like my mind and my mouth are racing to do all the chattering here. This one's going to get the half doubles. And here we're going to do the double crochets. This is going to be our corner. So we do 2, chain 2, then we're going to do double crochet and another double. Okay, that is our side. There we go. But I was just taking this last row just to chat with you. But Hobby Lobby is the only place I found the double crochets. Joann's didn't have them. Michael's didn't have them. I would love to find more sizes. But I guess I just need to first try using it before I invest in more hooks. I'm really bad about getting into something and just going like both feet. I just kind of like, ooh, just kind of what I just do. Just did my singles. We're going to do the half doubles and get carried away and feel like I have to have everything that I need to do it. And it's okay to start out slow and just build it up. I am going to start a second channel, mainly because I like doing crafts, but I want to keep this one just crochet, just so I can be organized and not neglect it. And I did set it up. I do not have videos on it. If you look at my playlist, it's the Zumba stuff, because I used to teach Zumba. You couldn't tell that by looking at me now, but I was younger. Well, I was in my, let's see, late 40s and 50s when I did that. So I wasn't young, but I did enjoy doing it. I like to dance. I may not look good at doing it, but I love to dance. So we're going to do another corner here. But I want to do a little bit of the other craft stuff I like, so to give them some time and attention. I have resin projects I want to try. I have like painting projects. I'm not an artist by no means, but I have a little bit of different little things I've seen on YouTube or TikTok that I would love to try. And that's what I think I'll do on that one. I have diamond painting, which I enjoy doing. It's relaxing. So do that a little bit. Go and actually finish some projects instead of keeping them in a box. So I'm hoping that gets set up. All right, I've got to look and see what I've done, because I think I'm off here. Give me a second. Okay, I'm just going to show you where I made the mistake, and then I'm going to go back and fix it. I've just got to go back here. You can see where I did a double, and then I did my singles. That's the only thing about chatting while I crochet. I lose my spot. So I'm going to fix this, and then we'll be get the right thing. So I need to add my, these should have been half doubles. So we got it back on track. It happened. So just kind of have to go back and look at my work when I do that, and we'll fix it, and we'll see you just a second. Okay, so now I'm at my proper starting place. Sorry about that, guys, but it happens. I'm just going to do slip stitch. Now, if all I was going to do is this tile, let's see if we can get a good view. This would be the stopping point. But because most of my tiles are 7 inches, I am going to do one more row, I think, of this row. Give it a little extra border. I could have done another row of maybe these, but I'm just going to do another one of these. So I'm not going to bore you with that. Are you interested in that? I don't know. I don't know if you guys would enjoy seeing that. I'm just going to do another row, and hopefully that brings me to what I need, and that way I can add it to the sample pile, and then when I get ready to put them together, I can do a simple a sample blanket. So there it is, guys. I appreciate you watching. I'm sorry it seems to always be about 30 minutes, but sometimes it just takes a little longer for these. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.